phrasal verbs starting with a, with example sentences. Allow of, to permit or admit. Example, the rules allow no exceptions. Ask for, to request something. Example, she asked for a cup of coffee. Add together, to combine amounts. Example, add together the total costs of all the items. Agree to consent to something. Example, he agreed to help with the project. Add up to equal a total amount. Example, the numbers add up to 100. Act up, to misbehave or malfunction. Example, the computer is acting up again. Example, the computer is acting up again. Apologize, to say sorry to someone. Example, he apologized to his friend for being late. Aim at, to target something or someone. Example, the new policy aims at reducing waste. Admit, to confess to doing something. Example, she admitted to breaking the vase. Answer, to be responsible to someone. Example, he answers directly to the CEO. Adhere to stick firmly to something. Example, all employees must adhere to the company's policies. Ask, to invite someone into your home. Example, he asked her in for a cup of tea. Ask over, to invite someone to your home. Example, we asked our neighbors over for dinner. Amount, to be equivalent to something. Example, his actions amount to a breach of contract. Appeal, to attract or interest someone. Example, the advertisement appeals to young adults. Ask out, to invite someone to go on a date. Example, he finally asked her out for dinner. Apply, to concern or relate to something. Example, the rules apply to everyone equally. Answer for, to be responsible for something. Example, you must answer for your actions. Attend to focus on something or someone. Example, the nurse attended to the patient's needs. Angle at, to aim towards a particular outcome. Example, the campaign is angled at young voters. Apologize for, to express regret for something. Example, he apologized for the mistake he made. Admit of, to allow the possibility of something. Example, the situation admits of no easy solution. Ask about, to inquire about someone or something. Example, he asked about your health when I met him. Act up, to fulfill an expectation or standard. Act up, to fulfill an expectation or standard. Agree with, to share the same opinion as someone. Example, I agree with you on this matter. Argue for, to present reasons.
Hey.
Ask about, to inquire about someone or something. Example, He asked about your health when I met him. Agree with, to share the same opinion as someone. Example, I agree with you on this matter. Argue for, to present reasons supporting something. Example, she argued for more funding for the arts. Arrive in, to reach a destination, a city or country. Example, we arrived in Paris early in the morning. Act on, to take action based on advice or information. Example, she acted on the advice of her lawyer. Apologize for, to express regret for a specific action. Example, I apologize for the inconvenience this has caused. Act under, to perform under a certain condition or authority. Example, he acted under orders from his superior. Add to increase the amount or level of something. Example, the recent rains have added to the river's water level. Add on, to include as an extra. Example, we decided to add on a few more items to our order. Answer back, to respond rudely. Example, the student was punished for answering back to the teacher. Allow for, to take into account. Example, when planning the trip, you should allow for delays. Account for, to explain the reason or cause of something. Example, the manager asked him to account for the missing funds. Agree upon, to reach a consensus. Example, after hours of discussion, they finally agreed upon the terms. Avail oneself of, to make use of something. Example, you should avail yourself of the opportunity to learn. Act upon, to take action in response to something. Example, the police acted upon the information they received. Angle for, to try to get something indirectly, often by hinting. Example, she was angling for a promotion by taking on extra work. Add in, to include as part of something. Example, don't forget to add in the tax when calculating the total. Calculating the total. Apply for, to make a formal request for something, job, permit. Example, he applied for the position of manager. Argue against, to present reasons why something should not happen. Example, he argued against the new policy, citing its potential flaws. Ask around, to ask several people for information. Example, I'll ask around to see if anyone knows a good plumber. Attribute, to regard something as being caused by someone or something. Example, she attributes her success to hard work and dedication. Appeal against, to formally challenge a decision. Example, the lawyer decided to appeal against the court's ruling. Example, the lawyer decided to appeal against the court's ruling. Advise against, to recommend not doing something. Example, the doctor advised against strenuous exercise. Ask up to invite someone to join in an activity. Example: we asked her up to the stage to receive her award. Aim for, to intend to achieve something. Example: she is aiming for the top position in the company. Agree on to reach a decision with others. Example: they agreed on a new strategy for the business. Ask after, to inquire about someone's health or well-being. Example: she asked after your mother when I saw her. Argue with, to dispute or disagree with someone. Example: it's pointless to argue with him when he's angry. Act out, to express an emotion through actions. Example: children often act out their feelings through play. Awake to become aware of something. Example: he awoke to the dangers of the situation too late. Arrive at, to reach a decision or place. Example: after much debate, they arrived at a solution. Act as, to perform a temporary role. Example: she will act as the team leader while John is away. Add up, to accumulate. Example: the expenses quickly add up if you're not careful.